A very good morning and welcome back to another daily market outlook. So yesterday I forgot to mention, but a happy Valentine's Day to you all. And with that said, let's look at euro dollar and give you some profits back as compensation. So euro dollar has been moving downwards with lower lows and lower highs within this overall descending channel in towards the downside. So obviously since yesterday, when we arrived, or the day before when we arrived inside of this 4-hour area of demand, we have been looking for a pullback back up in towards this area of supply. So what we saw yesterday was a failed rejection of this area of supply, which broke this fractal low over here. So after breaking the fractal high, what happened? That means that you then flipped bullish, and this is now your area of demand. So what I'm looking for is a push up in towards this supply zone, or a pullback and then a further continuation in towards that supply, from where we then expect again further downside to continue the overall downward trend. So that is pretty much the 4-hour marked out for you. I obviously do still just want to continue following the overall 4-hour order flow, as the 4-hour is bearish. Obviously we've seen a break of structure after breaking this low over here. But what do we expect after break of structure? After a break of structure, we expect a pullback back up in towards the highs. Now, obviously, we have to take into account that the overall momentum is definitely in towards the downside, because if you look at the break of structure which took place on this low, that would mean that this is now your high and this is now your low over here. So in theory, we should pull back in towards the highs and pretty much see a pullback at least back up in towards the 50% mark over here. Because remember, with swing structure, the highest high which broke the swing low over here, that is going to be your swing high. So that is why swing structure is all the way from that high all the way down in towards this low. However, as long as the overall bearish momentum and the internal swing structure, or whatever you want to call it, because obviously the overall swing structure internally has been bearish for quite some time, we're just going to follow it, and then this is your high and this is your low. So we're just going to expect a continuation from that area of supply. Also, this lies in line with the overall analysis on the dollar index as well. So if that does happen, then we'll just target this swing low over here below the overall structure at around 106.562. So that's for your reference there on the 4-hour. Now diving in towards the 15-minute time frame, the 15-minute time frame has still got some room to continue up higher as long as the overall structure holds. So what happened is that we came in towards that 4-hour area of demand. That's this black line over here. That's your 4-hour area of demand, and we reacted pretty much right away to it. We can see we got that descending corrective price action in towards the downside with a 1, a 2, and then a third touch, and then we reversed up higher. So what we could now currently see, or what we're seeing, is pretty much this area of support holding right after the, let's say, channel breakout. So we retested that area, and now what I'm looking for is just continuation further in towards the upside as long as the overall structure holds. Let's say this overall structure here does not hold, then what I expect is something more like this, and already the overall continuation in towards the downside potentially to start occurring. So just keep that in mind, that is also a possibility. But for now, expecting further upsides, to keep on looking for 15-minute demand zones over here on your dollar. For example, we still have a fresh area of demand over here, for example. So that's that on euro dollar. Now moving over in towards the dollar index. So the dollar index over here has retraced in towards the demand zone. So that's pretty much what we expected. Obviously, if we go in towards a daily time frame and you take the entire sell before the buy, you can then clearly see that we've tapped in after rejecting this buy before the sell. Now going in towards the 4-hour time frame, obviously we do still expect an overall continuation of that bullish dollar trend in towards the highs. So it's nothing strange that we're now back inside of this area of demand, from where we can look to see that upside continuation. So what I'm now looking for is on the lower time frame an overall trend switch. So what we had is over here the high, and then this was your low, then this was the high over here. Didn't really see it close above, just liquidity grabbing. So this was the low to break over here. So at the moment we've broken this low, which broke this high. So this is the swing low, this is the swing high. Now this is your new swing high, and somewhere over here you expect a swing low. So what I'm looking for today is maybe kind of with this descending price action, a correction upwards, maybe grabbing liquidity above the range, then downside continuation, and then I'll look for a trend switch after grabbing liquidity once again also below, and then look for that upside further continuation. So that's pretty much what I'm just looking at on the dollar index. It may look like a few squiggly lines, but that's definitely what I'll be looking for. Just monitoring this overall descending price action over here, from where we could potentially see a burst in towards the highs very soon. So that's the dollar index. Now moving on in towards Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar here on the 4-hour time frame. So Aussie dollar failed to react pretty much over here to this previous area of demand, which is now supply. Obviously we saw one bearish candle, but that's still not really any confirmation. So what happened is that the market just pulled back in towards that sub for the buy candle and has been moving out again. So I'm now expecting obviously this area of supply to get hit, from where we will be looking for a short. So that is the overall 4-hour trend in towards the downside. This was your break of structure line. So just following the overall order flow here on the 4-hour on Aussie dollar. Ultimately what we did was we grabbed liquidity below this low. So this is a swing low, so we grab liquidity below it. As we can see, after that swing low, we got like clean price action. So very often what you'll see is that the market just grabs liquidity under swing lows, which are very near clean price action. And then we see kind of like a reaction back up in towards the highs. But still, there's not like any major demand laying here that's down below over here. So I'm still going to be looking for further downside from Aussie dollar. But for that to take place, we need to see some trend shift on the lower time frame. So what I'll be looking for is to see, okay, today, can we break this high? Then this becomes your low. So then boom. And then ultimately what I would like to see is like one more push up again. This becomes the low, and then trend switch, and then further downside continuation is what we'll be looking for. Moving on in towards pound dollar. So pound dollar here on the 4-hour time frame. I still have it drawn out, and as we can see, pretty much perfect. As we would like to see, we pull back in towards this area of supply and have now continued down lower. So pound dollar is a little bit more bearish due to bad inflation rates in the UK and good inflation rates in the US, meaning that there's like extra confluence for pound dollar to continue dropping down lower, news or fundamental wise. So what I'm just looking for ultimately is to see further downside continuation from pound dollar for the rest of today. So based on the 4-hour, I think it's very clear what we're seeing. This is over here your swing low. This was your swing high. We pulled back in towards 50% mark /618 fib, then continue down lower. Now the overall trend here on the fractal structure is push down, pull back, push down, pull back. And I'm just looking for a next push down over here on pound dollar. So that's that, and yeah, ultimately just expecting this low over here to get targeted very soon. So then going in towards the 15. So going at the 15, I mean, yeah, that's why I don't really like pound dollar always on the 15, but nothing really that clean. It does kind of look, again, like we've grabbed the liquidity below these lows, kind of came back in towards this order block over here. So it could see some bullish reaction or maybe some momentum today. It could still come up and grab the liquidity above this high over here, like above this wick, and maybe tap in towards kind of like this refined area of supply. But otherwise, just continuously keep on looking for shorts if today's shorting opportunities fail on you. So that is pound dollar. Moving on in towards Kiwi dollar. So Kiwi dollar also pretty much the same as Aussie dollar and Euro dollar, just waiting for slightly higher prices before then looking for that short continuation in towards the downside. So that is that on NZDUSD. Overall fractal structure is bullish for now. We got kind of like this high which got broken by the low of this bullish candle. So now we're trading in between the low of this bullish candle and the high of this bearish candle. We pulled back in towards this sell candle before that big buy, and now I do expect NZDUSD just to continue up slightly higher before seeing a bearish reaction once again. Now going in towards the 15-minute, very messy and choppy 15-minute time frame, but overall you guys know what we'll be looking for. We're building up liquidity below these lows, so let's see if we can kind of get one more push up and then boom, 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 something like this. Is what I'll be looking for. Last of all, gold. So gold was actually an absolute beauty because what happened is that we pulled back exactly in towards that 4-hour order block, which we have over here at around 1986 or something it was. So we pulled back pretty much exactly in towards there. And now yesterday what we saw was a 4-hour change of character. So we broke the low of this candle over here, because this bearish candle failed to break below that low. So what does that mean? It means pretty much that you're getting a push down, and then the bearish candle is your pullback candle, then a push down again, boom, change of character on that low, and then we push back up. We break the high of that bearish candle, which broke the low of that bullish candle, and then we have your slight pullback, and then continuation. So yeah, looking for continuation in towards the upside here on gold, back up at least in towards, what is it, 2011. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wish you all a fantastic day, and we will speak soon. Thanks.